Perfect.
Yo, it's your boy Sparkyyy back with another video. And in this video, I am going to be fixing my lip and attempting to fix my front bumper. Because if you don't remember, or if you don't know, I completely destroyed that thing, like bad.
Oh my God, what the fuck?
For this, I'm going to be using this Vevor Plastic welding kit. It has the hot staples, plus the little plastic welding rods and stuff. Never used it before, so I'm gonna see what's good with it, but I'm gonna try and fix this. This one's for sure gonna be fixed. This one's easy, but the bumper is the one that's gonna be hard. For right now, let's start with this, just to test this out. What's good? You know I'm back with another little voiceover, because I always forget that I'm recording and I'm just awkward silence or just talking shit. But first off, I started attaching this little tape that came with the kit. It's supposed to hold the crack together, which it actually works pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I attached that over on the outside of the crack, and then I flipped the thing over. I left the little overhang on the other side of the lip just so I can hold that lip together right there. I didn't want it to separate on me while I was like welding it in and stuff. As you can see, that's how it stays. The crack kind of disappears a little, so I hit it with this 40 grit just to kind of expose that crack a little better, so I can see what I'm working with, and for it can the staples and the welding little rods can stick better. That was good right there. At first, when I was looking at it, I was like, damn, how am I gonna get this staple in there? But then I realized that the tip had little different options for angles. So I first started with putting this little swiggly staple right in the center to just hold it all together first. Bam, right there. I recommend you kind of hold it with something before just pulling it off, because it's kind of hot there still. So I think just pulling it off directly is just gonna rip out the staple, if I'm being honest. Then I snipped these little ends off, because the deeper you get in there, it's kind of not enough space, so they kind of get in the way. Oh, and I was doing this without a mask. I kind of recommend doing it with a mask, because as you see, breathing that in is not good. But at this point, I was like pretty much halfway done. I was getting to that curve right there, so I had to switch it up, and I had to use like a straight staple instead of the wiggly one to get that corner. I put a couple of those in there. Then I flipped it over and I finished that crack right there with some staples. After that, I started welding it in with these plastic rods, but I decided not to use the gun. I decided to use my little welder, because if I'm being honest, the tip of that gun, it comes with like a little welding tip, but I felt like it was kind of making the plastic around the gun melt. I don't think it was able to handle it too much. So I decided to just use the rod. It was a lot easier, and it came out a lot cleaner, honestly. It heats up way more than the gun does. It's helpful to have one of these. If not, just use the gun. Just like that, man. It's back together. Now I can just start doing the little body work on the outside. And just sand it down, a little bit of Bondo, shape it out, and then repaint this whole thing. So let me get to that, and then the hard one is the bumper, like I said. But hey, this thing works. Well, boys, I'm on to the bumper, and as you see, I already got this one started. It had like a nice crack coming down here, so that's cool. But the hard part I was talking about was this, because a whole chunk came out. So I'm gonna try to reapply it back on there and see if I could use some of this metal thing to kind of put on there to really reinforce it under there. But first I gotta make it stick, so let's do that. So the kit came with like these little triangle head staples, which were clutch for right here, because I was able to get it right in that corner just to hold that piece together. And man, that honestly, after I seen that, I was like, oh yeah, I got that for sure. Well, boys, after going in and welding it, this is how it is looking. And bam, back in one piece. Seems pretty good to me. Damn. Now let's go ahead and try to put this in here just like that. I got the little metal patch on there to hold it all together, make it a little bit more stronger. I'm thinking I'm gonna put a fiberglass on top of this just to put another layer, make it really hard. All this right here, you know, another fiberglass, and then of course just bondle the other side. I need to do this side, but pretty much the same thing. I'm gonna knock this out real quick. Let's do it. And this is where I am with it right here. As you can see, I got the metal piece. I got it all burnt into the plastic, all the staples. It's welded, plastic welded on the inside and the outside. Right here, I got a couple staples out here. On the back, for this side, I'm still gonna put fiberglass. I just need to get the sheet on this side. But for right now, I'm gonna just do the body work on the outside. I lied. I never put fiberglass on there, but only because I didn't have any cloth, and I honestly didn't want to go buy some cloth. I thought it was pretty solid right here. So after this, this was the second side that I did, which was also solid. I decided to go in and do the body work, which is pretty much straightforward after that. At this point, I was already on primer. I did have to do this side a second time. I kind of went way too long on the Bondo, so I had to reapply. At this point, I was giving it its last little wet sand for paint. I used a little bucket of water with some Ajax to really clean it up, and boom, it was time for paint. Bam, boys. Just like that. We getting it repainted. Got my brother painting this shit right now. Throwing the base. So if you watch the last video, the last videos, he's spraying the paint that I got made, that I got color matched. That's what he's spraying right now. We put the silver at the bottom, because look at how fast the red covers. And then of course you need it for this color. So at this point, it was pretty much done. I'm not gonna lie, I'm making this video a little late. So at this point, the bumper is already broken again, but it's honestly just because of the way it mounts on my car, which I'm actually working on that right now. I'm gonna make another video on that. I'm changing the way it mounts because that's what makes it weak. But that's it for this video. Appreciate it for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.